Additional stocks that showed relative strength, and many from the MarketSmith Blue Dot scan, where RS line is at 99 and rising, with price action nearing a breakout level, in this case AEHR, a manufacturer of wafer testing burn-in systems used to analyze memory and logics for the semiconductor industry, pushing a bit higher last week. Relatively inexpensive name with good earnings, flipping to a profit in 2022, 56 cents per share in 2023 at 30. Like Archer Daniels Midland, relative strength line is climbing. Food related names like Archer Daniels, that is estimated to make $6.89 per share for this year, a 33% improvement. The company processes and markets agriculture, commodities, and processes oilseed for the food and restaurant industries. With earnings at the end of the month, we're looking for this larger cup and handle pattern to break higher. Get back above 88 this week. I'd look for a follow through. Treehouse Foods, THS. The company makes beverage enhancers, soup, infant formula, and other food products, mainly for the retail industry group. Price action showing relative strength with $1.38 in earnings, a nice improvement over 2021. 2023, it's estimated to grow to about $2.50 in earnings, an 81% improvement. Looking for a follow through in Treehouse Foods, with the company reporting in less than 30 days. Avio Pharmaceuticals on the Blue Dot scan, RS lines at 98 and rising over the last several weeks as the company builds a bullish pattern, looking for a breakout above $9.47, 10 cents above that pivot for the trigger. Looking for the company to produce a profit in 2023. Analysts have 33 cents per share in earnings, with institutions accumulating shares and earnings in the second week of November. Looking for Avio to continue this follow through, especially if the markets manage a bounce this week. BP Integrated Oil and Gas, looking for RS line to point the way. We're rising, earnings in less than 30 days, first week of November. Looking for price action to retest these pivot highs if energy remains strong this week, with BP estimated to post $8.30 in earnings this year, with earnings of $8.30 per share this year. APA also showing strength last week. We've traded this one at various times during these bull market runs, these legs higher. We did see a doji on Friday, as traders did take some profits to end the week. If energy remains strong, we're looking for a follow through again, taking out these pivot highs and a retest of 52-week highs at 51.95 over the next several weeks. Volume was above average, and we have earnings the first week of November. With an EPS rating of 80 and a composite rating of 99, we're looking for this accumulation distribution rating of A- to remain persistent if energy prices manage a follow through this week. ConocoPhillips and other major oil and gas exploration production companies following through. We're looking for a break above 120 this week. Earnings of $14.96, nearly 150% increase over 2021. Accumulation last week was pretty evident. We have earnings the first week of November, and looking for ConocoPhillips, among others, to continue trading higher. We're also looking for EOG Resources to follow through. $15.18 per share earnings in 2022, a 76% improvement. The growth rate in this company is 38%, with an EPS rating of 97 and a group relative strength at an A+, telling you this is outperforming other names in the industry group. oil and gas exploration and production. It does have earnings also in the first week of November. Relative strength line is climbing, looking for that to be 98 by the end of this week. Fibrogen also popped up on the blue dot scan. Relative strength line is at 95 as the stock attempts a breakout above 15, a relatively inexpensive name, a little bit higher risk because it is in the biotech slash pharma therapeutics industry groups. That said, volume was above average last week, looking for a break above 15 this week. Federal Signal Corp, the company manufactures street cleaning and water blasting equipment, public warning sirens, etc. Should see a follow through given the devastation in Florida. Look for companies like this to continue higher. Relative strength line is at 93 and climbing. Earnings continue to climb as well. $1.95 in earnings for 2022. Another 21% improvement for 2023 at $2.36. Has an accumulation distribution rating of B, telling you that institutions are accumulating shares. Looking for these numbers to improve. EPS rating at 78 and composite rating of 90. Looking for that to continue as price action breaks above 42 this week, perhaps, and test 43 in the short term. As winter approaches, Global Partners, a company master limited partnership engaged in the wholesaling gasoline, home heating oil, diesel, kerosene, and residual oil products. Look for this to continue higher. Has a relative strength line at 93 and rising. Reports the first week of November. Looking for a retest of that 30 level. If energy continues to show strength, and this sub-industry group that relates to home heating into the winter months. For those of you trading Halliburton last week, this one looks like it's going to follow through. It has earnings at the end of October. The company making $2.01 this year at 86% improvement over 2021. Looking for a follow through and a push above the 200-day just overhead into its earnings report at the end of the month. Huntington Ingalls, the company builds and repairs U.S. Navy nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, submarines, etc. Looking for a follow-through. Earnings of $15.25 per share. Stocks like Huntington Ingalls and Northrop Grumman showing strength last week. This one with relative strength line at 93 and climbing. Northrop Grumman also looking like it's going to break above 500. Potentially retest those 52-week highs, $24.81 per share in earnings, with the company due out to report at the end of the month. Healthcare stocks, in this case Humana, showing relative strength as the markets melt down. Humana managing to hold on to this 500 level. It has earnings the first week of November as well. Relative strength line is climbing as the company stock tries to break out, with $24.96 per share in earnings and a composite rating of 95 with a growth rate of 14%. If this relative strength continues this week, look for this pressure to break out above 514 in the short term. Another relatively inexpensive stock in the global payments and services industry, Payoneer, PAYO, with its relative strength line at 97 and climbing. Accumulation evident at A+. We're seeing above average volume into Friday as the markets melted down. This is trying to break out. Relatively inexpensive name, which IPO'd in 2020. With its competitors in the space noted, at the same time, larger companies like PayPal continue to improve, looking for a follow through. Looks like an inverted head and shoulders on PayPal on the weekly time frame. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, looking for a push above the longer term moving average in PayPal. Keep an eye on the digital and mobile payments industry group as that continues to see relative strength in the short term. Pioneer Natural Resources, yet another energy related name looking for follow through, oil and gas exploration and production. VOC Energy Trust, as the name implies, another name in the energy group with a relative strength line at 98. Blue dot scan looking for a follow through and a break above 854, 10 cents above this pivot. With volume 14% above average, you can see accumulation evident, looking for a follow through with a composite rating of 97 and a group relative strength rating of A plus, looking for a follow through in VOC energy, especially if we see IWM following through and many of these small cap energy names continue to show relative strength.